I loved her, but I didn't see a single sign, or well, from my Western mind, a single sign that she likes me, but it turns out she had a wonderful time. I found out Ukrainian women are so smart, guys. It's not like back home, they are so smart.
Niish!
Hey, Joe!
Brother, welcome back.
Thank you so much, Joe.
We just sat here yesterday and I got a debriefing on all of your 5 dates so far.
Yeah.
And there's one girl that you've taken a real shining to.
Yep.
And you just had your consultation earlier today with your private matchmaker, Irina.
Yeah, she's been wonderful.
How did that go?
Excellent. Man, it is so good to hear from a woman, a Ukrainian woman, her perspective on things, and it just changed my mind. I was thinking something different yesterday, and today I think it changed since speaking to her and getting her, opinion on things and how women are and their insight and tips. And Joe, it was amazing. Thank you so much for that, Joe.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Irina has 18 years experience as a private matchmaker, hundreds of marriages under her belt.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wisdom as well as being a Ukrainian lady.
Yeah.
What, if I can ask, what did you learn from the consultation with her, and what changed your mind?
So like you said, she has a lot of experience with matching a lot of clients, and obviously experience of being a Ukrainian woman. So she knows how they think and how things work in their mind. And me coming from New Zealand, and my culture is slightly different, so my expectations are slightly different to what the women actually showcase. So. But what I learned is, everything is going on the right path, but I just need to be a bit more patient and give her time, because she's not used to me, this energy and this Western approach.
This is your Kharkov girl, right?
Yeah.
So she's not used to the Western approach, your energy, and but specifically, maybe what were some problems that you identified yesterday with this girl?
Yeah.
And how did Irina help you understand her better to help you change your mind?
So initially, I'm a very affectionate, very expressive person, so I like to have emotions and love and everything expressed, so the way I express it. And Irina actually pointed out things I actually missed out. What is this girl actually opened up to me, but in a different way than what I'm used to. She took me to things that is very, very, very precious to her, and opened that up. And she took me to places where her friends were there, and so I got to meet them. So that is also her opening up, and it's slightly different from what I'm used to, but that's also her opening up to me. But it's very different. So this consultation actually helped me understand that, oh my God, this girl is actually opening up as well. It's just I'm not seeing it from that point of view.
From your perspective.
Yeah, it's just...
Because yesterday you were sitting here on this sofa and you were saying, I'm very expressive, I show my love, I'm very forward projecting about it. But she was cold as ice. You felt this wall.
Yeah.
But now you understand she is just different. She has a different display of love and affection than you.
Exactly. So it's something I have to get used to, understand. Love is about, giving and not expecting that in return. So I really like her, and I'm not going to push her. But again, this is her expressing her love and her interest in me. But it's slightly different than what I expect. But, now I understand, I have to be a bit more open and give her time. And I think things are looking up, Joe.
Very good, very good.
And she pointed out, she asked me, can you go over everything we did? So I went through everything we did. And she goes, Nishan. She opened up. That's her. She's taking you places where friends are there, people she knows are there. Otherwise, she could have, hid you somewhere. But she took you to friends and people that she knows. Everyone's there, and she took you there. And I'm like a giraffe.
It's very sacred. It's
it is super
precious to her, right?
Very precious, and this is so important to her. This is her opening up, and this black.
She's letting you into her world.
Into her world, yeah. So this thing, so definitely that, but I don't want to say it because then,
It's okay, and let's rewind to your first date with this girl, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even think she liked you.
Oh my God, no, definitely not.
What a long, and now she's your favorite. You feel
Katya,
this real...
yeah, I told Katya that. Oh my God, it's just I didn't know that I loved her, but I didn't see a single sign, or well, from my Western mind, a single sign that she likes me. But it turns out she had a wonderful time. You know?
And then she calls the office. We didn't call her. She called the office, spoke with Olga in the office, and said, "This is my man."
Exactly.
And she's had a lot of dates. She's very beautiful. She's very popular.
Yeah.
And she said, "I've never had a date with another man like this. This is my man."
Wow,
that's
that made me
huge.
feel so good. Yeah, definitely.
So I think the takeaway here for guys, you know, because we always try to have, you know, us guys learn from guys, you know, learn from each other's experience. Like we're one big success club on the same journey.
Yeah.
So maybe if I can ask you, what have you learned from this experience of specifically meeting her? From the first date, where you had this confusion, to now 5 days together, still confused, different read of each other, and now meeting with your private matchmaker. What's the big takeaway lesson that you would pass on to your fellow man?
Don't come to a conclusion really early. Give it some time. And again, Joe and Match Guaranty offers a lot of help, individual help, and they've helped me so far. And make the most of it. Consult Joe and his team, and you know, because they give you a different perspective on things and help that can help you answer a lot of questions and concerns that you have. Which was the case for me, and I had, you know, a lot of uncertainties and confusion going on, and Joe and his team have helped me so far. So I advise you guys to be a bit more patient, and don't expect every single girl to be the same, and you know, be patient. Patience, that's really important, and give it some time, and don't rush things.
Very good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice. You've already learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
I had to learn the same lessons as you.
Yeah.
And really, all us Western guys, we're so different than Ukrainian ladies. It's a big journey of education and understanding each other, because that's what the you know, the end goal is, to understand each other. That's the starting place of a great relationship, right?
Exactly, and this is a totally different world, and lifestyle and everything is so different, and it's going to take some time to get used to, and you know, so it's just it's a journey, and you know, having patience, and you know, and obviously help. Thank God I have you and Match Guarantee to help me on this journey. So I'm a bit, you know, thank God for that, but definitely making the most of it, and using it, and being patient. Hopefully, you know, things will change for me.
Nishan, how important would you say it is to have both a Western man, wingman, and a wing woman, being your private matchmaker, and also Daria, who's your translator, and also a second wing woman? But having both sides of the coaching, Western man who's been there, done that, and then private matchmaker and Ukrainian woman to consult back and forth.
I think it's extremely important to get both sides of the perspective on things. Obviously, you can learn from both, actually, and I think this, again, I had a talk with you, Joe, and I had an opinion, but again, thanks to Irina, speaking to her and her perspective of being a Ukrainian lady, and getting to understand about certain other things that I wasn't sure about, made me change my mind about a lot of things. And you know, this is a big change from yesterday.
So right on. She gave you better advice than me.
That's the truth.
No, it's important. I want guys to get, because I can only give you my perspective. She has, quite frankly, a much more experienced professional perspective. Right? She's a Ukrainian woman. She's a matchmaker for 18 years. And she knows the mistakes that we make.
Definitely.
Did she point out a lot of mistakes that you were making?
I was telling her the whole story, and she went over things I should have done, I shouldn't do, and even she gave me advice on what to do next. Well, you know, when I'll be flying out. So she told me do this, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So it is wonderful to have your perspective and a local Ukrainian person's, woman's perspective, so I can, you know, get both of them and then understand things, and you know. Before I wasn't quite sure, but now I'm clear, actually, Joe. This is just wonderful. It just changed my mind.
Awesome. So if I can ask you the burning question, what's your end decision? Because yesterday we were talking, and you just wanted to keep her as an option, right? Keep your options open. And I said, hey, there's an expression in Russia, he who chases two rabbits catches none. And it's a wise expression. but at the same time, I understood where you were coming from.
Yeah.
And I want to facilitate you to make your own decision, because every man is his own man. Yeah. And I want to just be a sounding board.
Yeah.
So what has changed for you? Your decision has changed.
I'm going after one rabbit, Joe.
All right, brother. No, okay, tell me more. I think it's a wise choice. She will feel that your energy is on her.
Yeah.
She will feel your focus is on her.
Yeah.
She can feel if you're, vibing and Skyping with other girls. And,
exactly.
She'll pick up on it.
I found out Ukrainian women are so smart, guys. It's not like back home. They are so smart.
Pay attention, guys.
Yep.
It's true.
Yes.
I think all women are intuitive, but Ukrainian women are, I think, even more intuitive. They seem to be more in tune.
Yeah, they're aware. Like you can't hide anything from them. So again, like you said, Joe, I'm going after that one girl that I think with God's blessing and your team and your help, hopefully I can get that done, and we'll have some good news on my next trip. Yeah.
Great. So you're going to go home now for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
That's quite a chunk of time.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Would you like some coaching on how to conduct yourself moving forward, and talk about that for a few minutes?
Yeah.